On the road to victory, we compete with the best, with ourselves. Making the most of every second, every corner. We fight, we push the limits. Be it sweat or tears, barriers or curves, together we race, and stronger we rise.
Five lights will illuminate when they go out.
2022 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia begins now.
It's a very good afternoon and a little before 3 o'clock here for rounds 3 and 4 of the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia 2022. We're at Tianjin in China, of course, with a packed grid and a new circuit for Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. Hello everybody, I'm John Hindhoff. Delighted to say that the weather's playing ball as well. Have super conditions. We'll get to all of that in a moment. 22 cars back with us, a full complement, which is very exciting, including 14 entries for the prestigious Dealer Trophy for 2022. This is rounds 3 and 4. Let's remind you what happened in the opening 2 rounds.
Welcome back to the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia 2022. We are coming to you live from V1 Tianjin International Circuit for round 3. My name is Jade Ling. Joining me now on the track, we have Vice President Marketing Porsche China, Mr. Sky Chow. Hello, Sky.
Hello.
And also Senior Manager One Make Series, Mr. Dario Garcia. Hello.
Hello, Jade.
Okay, my first question is to Dario. Dario, I heard that it's the very first time for Porsche Carrera Cup to come to Tianjin, right?
Yes, absolutely. So that this track is quite new. It opened in 2018, and we are coming here for racing for the first time. We came here for Sports Cup last year with the road cars, but now with Porsche Carrera Cup Asia and Sprint Challenge, we come for the first time. It's always very exciting to be on a new venue, especially because the facility is great and the track is great. We came here also 2 weeks ago for testing, and the feedback from the drivers was also very nice. So that we're looking forward for race 1 now, definitely.
How do you think about our drivers will handle this new circuit?
So the circuit is very specific because it has a permanent part where we are now and a street part. So it's a little bit of half-half, two kind of technical, I would say, ways of driving. So I believe it's exciting for the drivers, and how they will handle it, they have to. So they have no choice. But the competition will be there, yeah, definitely.
Okay, thank you, Derek. I think we'll have a really exciting race today. Thank you very much. Okay, Sky， 我听说这是你本赛季的第一个赛季周末，感觉如何？再次回到赛场上的感觉？
是的，能够再次回到赛道上面，感觉太棒了。作为保时捷的人，毫无疑问，保时捷是一个
What's it like to be back trackside?
而言，没有什么比可以来
And
到赛道
Sky
上面
saying he always watches on the live screen, but nothing beats the atmosphere of being at the track. Porsche had motorsport in its DNA. In fact, the dream that started Porsche was Dr. Ferdinand Porsche and his motorsport dreams.
We're gonna check out our driver very soon. Stay tuned.
So thank you to our two VIPs down on the grid. Looking forward to seeing perhaps Porsche Motorsport Asia Pacific selected driver Yves lifting the trophy at Le Mans. That's the kind of dreams that being involved with Porsche bring to reality. So the temperature is about perfect, 28 degrees in the air, 0% chance of rain, barely any wind to talk about on this hybrid circuit with the part permanent track, which is a Hermann Tilke design, and then you can graft on a bit of the local roads for the full-length circuit that we are using today. It's been a great start to the season by the 777 Junshi team, and their driver is on pole position once again. Let's go down to Jed.
In the pole position, is there any unique challenge for you in this new circuit?
Still, the start is very crucial. It's still a track which is not easy to overtake. So we'll get the start right and then try to pull away. Same as last one.
Okay, good luck today.
Leo Ye on pole position had a perfect start to the season. 2 wins, a pole and a fastest lap, and leads the championship. I'll give you the championship standings coming into this weekend. He's added to his championship points tally, of course, with that pole position. Came here in a very strong position on 53 points. The Michelin tyres will have to contend with hot conditions on the track. Yesterday, for practice and qualifying, there was a little bit of overcast that kept the temperatures down to the mid to early 40s Celsius. Today, it's already over 50 Celsius, and that's not going to cool down through the course of the half-hour race that we have in front of us. So there will be an element of tyre management, not just in this race, but over the weekend. You can't just throw tyres at this. There's a tyre allocation. And as we saw for Xuzhou in the first 2 rounds a few weeks ago, having the right tyres and tyre performance at the right time across these 2 races is going to be absolutely key. Lee Kong starts from the outside of the front row. He's in joint second in the championship. Very tight for the minor positions behind Liu He. Daniel Lu Wenlong for the Meidong Auto satin blue and black car. Last year's champion, changed teams. He played the tyre game a couple of weeks ago at Xuzhou. Didn't quite get the benefit from having a new set of Michelins in the second race. Eric Kwong coming back to the championship in the AM category. That's the number 23, the multicoloured Kiddie World racing car. And with a race victory in the second of the 2 races at the last event, he's brought himself within a point of perhaps surprise AM class leader Tang Robert. 42 to Tang Eric on 41. In the Pro-Am class, by the way, it's Liu Wei in the number 4 R&B Racing black and purple car, who is leading that championship by 5 points from the battling pair of Chobi Wong and Bao Zhelong. 42 and 38 for those 2. Let's take a look at the starting grid, confirming what we've been seeing there, with Liu Ye and Li Kok in the front, Daniel Lu Wenlong and Choi Lui for Porsche Holding, Zhang Zhendong for Racing. It's a little play on words there, as it would be in English. It's like a giggle, a laugh there. Lu Wei's on pole position for the Pro-Am category, and further down the field, Henry Kwong for Triple Ace Racing, who didn't have the best of race weekends, didn't finish the first race of the season. Well, he's redeeming himself in the number 91 car with pole position in the AM class. Eric Kwong little bit further back as we roll on the formation lap. Francis Chat and the number 65, Zhu Team KRC, and Jackie Wu at the back. But Jackie, I think, will be delighted with his showing last time out. Although he did get turned around, not his own fault, and fought back very well indeed in that number 69 machine. It's the Shanghai Pudong white and blue racing car. So a little bit of an unusual circuit here in terms of the track itself. Listed as, well, it depends where you look actually, either 19 or 20 corners. The first part of the track, up until about where they are now on the circuit, is permanent circuit. It was first opened in 2018 and has been gradually added to. The version that we're running on at the moment is the full track. It's just under 4.5 kilometres or 2 3/4 miles. And the dotted lines on the road markings, track markings as they are here, give a little bit of a clue at the fact that from the exit of turn 10 all the way back to turn 15 is actually normally doing duty as a public road. Don't those flat sixes sound fantastic, by the way. So turning through those two hairpins at 11, then through the kink at 12 and 13 to 14. Then back up the short chute to the left-hander at 15. That's where they rejoin the permanent circuit. Some good overtaking possibilities. I'd say from the start of the track, probably down into the turn 3 hairpin before you go underneath the building there. Then it's a bit of follow my leader through the serpentine run down to turn 10. Turn 11 at the hairpin, yes please. And have a look down the inside there. Turn 14 the same. Possibly turn 16 and then into the chicane at turn 17 and 18, all opportunities for overtaking. So, cars weaving left and right, trying to get some heat into the Michelin Racing tyres. You wouldn't think they'd need it, would you? Quite a tight chicane towards the end of the lap at 17 and 18. And I do think we might see a bit of action there. The good news is the curves are fairly flat there and there's a bit of runoff. So if necessary, the drivers will be able to do a bit of escape and a bit of defensive driving there. Welcome to rounds 3 and 4 of Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. Brand new experience for the teams and the drivers as we are at a brand new race circuit, Tianjin International Circuit in China. The red lights are on, the flat 6 engines roar on the rev limiter, and it's a pretty decent start from the front row by the pole sitter, but outside front row starter Lincoln got a howler of a start. That is an awful getaway. Clutch start, of course. And there's the 718 going wide. That's Ewan Ball for the red, white and black car. And that's a real shame for him, trying to make a good start. And he is normally pretty quick with the clutch drop. As they head down underneath the building for the first time. So the Shanghai Auto driver, Ewan Ball, will have to pick his way through now onto the public roads. See the change in surface. It's been a great getaway by Daniel Lu Wenlong, last year's champion. Oh, 3rd place for Lincoln, so not as bad as I thought. Charging through Loikelo for Toro in the dark red and black car. It's another championship contender. Liu Ye leading with 53 points coming into the weekend. Lin Kong, Lu Kelo and Daniel Lu Wenlong all tied on for second on 34 points. Down the inside, a big dive by one of the Team Shanghai Yonder cars. Now, which one was that? Was it the blue mirrors or was it the red mirrors? think it was the blue mirror car. So that means that blue mirrors was Bien Ye. So first lap, everybody settling in. Remember, this is a timed race, so keep an eye on that. Just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And the leader, as we saw in the first couple of rounds, the 777 of Leo here, well, he's got what oh, there's an accident at the back, and there's damage. There's damage to the bright green car. Is that V1 who's gone around? He shouldn't be that far back in the number 2, so he's had a horrible first lap. If it was V1 for Porsche Beijing Central, we'll check them as they come across the line. But that is a slow-moving car across. It's right rear damage, I think, to that car. 777 is our leader, already back through turn 10 and onto the streets. Daniel Liu went long in second in the black and blue car. Then Ling Hong in third. Toyue in the 86 is fourth. Good run to fifth by Zhong Zhendong for the racing team. That's the anime livery on that car. It's a car run by the Absolute Racing team from their base at the Formula 1 circuit. So who was that dropped all the way to the back? I think it was Li Chao, was it? In the Better Life car, the number 9 machine. Not sure about that, because if it is, it's changed colours this weekend. It's normally in a red, white and blue car. The timing's telling me one thing and my eyes are telling me the other. We'll have a look properly if and when that car comes into the pit. I don't think it's going to be able to get to the end of the race from here. 15 laps or 13 minutes is what we're looking at. Remember, 3 classes of driver here. The cars are identical. Porsche Carrera Cup Type 992. New into competition last year, this particular version of this race car. Just over 510 horsepower from a flat 6, 4-litre normally aspirated Porsche engine, which is a thing of beauty, I have to tell you. Flat 6s have a particular noise, and that 4-litre flat 6 that has done great duty down through the years for Porsche, both in street cars and racing cars, is one of the best. Echoing around the concrete surfaces of this circuit. Checking in with the battle for 9th and 10th. 66, the dark red with the fade to grey, is Min Hong, and down the inside, that is the recovering 718 Yuan Bo. I said he was a quick driver. He tried to shortcut the circuit there at turns 8 and 9. And in behind him, that must be the number 3 of Bien Ye, Team Shanghai Hyundai. Yes, it is. The blue mirrors on that red, white and blue car. And his teammate, just a couple of positions further up, is Bai Xinlong with the red mirrors, Pro-Am driver. Bien Ye, the pro driver, further back in the field, so there's a little bit of inter-team rivalry and honour to be settled there, I'm sure. The front of the field, the gap's already 1.5 seconds, by the way, for Leo Ye. Leo has cleared off just a wee bit from Daniel Liu when long. We're still watching this battle at the bottom end of the top 10. Through the chicane. Bai Xinlong, Liu Wei, 7th and 8th position. Side by side again, and this time the 718 of Yuan Bo goes through, coming into the final corner. Well, there's a place I didn't think we'd see an overtaking manoeuvre. Yuan Bo in the 718, then going up a position to 9th ahead of Min Hong for Toro Racing, and that distinctive chrome red fading to grey colour. A lot of really very creative colour schemes being used this year and it does seem that chrome or satin finishes seem to be in vogue this year. So 6.5 minutes of the 30, or 3 of 15 laps have been completed. As far as the class leaders, Ba Xinlong leading in Pro-Am in 6th position, ahead of championship leader Liu Wei and R&B Racing. That's the 6 and 4 car. Keep an eye open for those two. And in Am, Henry Kwong has converted his pole position to a lead, but not by much, from Tang Robin, who is the championship leader for Climax, in second. That's 91 and 7. They're in 14th and 15th position. There is the battle going through the turn 14 hairpin, coming back onto the permanent racetrack. That's the battle for Pro-Am lead. A little bit further back, the 233, Xu Zhendong. A little bit further forward, excuse me, Xu Zhendong. And Luke Hello for Toro Racing. That's 5th and 6th. Clearly see the anime livery on that number 233 car. So now it's getting really interesting for these little 2 or 3 car battles. Yuan Bo, Min Heng, Yan Ye all together as they come through. Yuan Bo is right on the back now, in fact, Liu Wei and Ba Xinlong. Now this is going to be interesting. Yuan Bo in that red, white and black number 718 is a pro driver. The 2 drivers ahead of him in the number 4 R&B Racing, Liu Wei, who is the Am Championship leader, and Ba Xinlong, who is 3rd in the Pro-Am Championship at the moment, some 9 points behind the car that he leads. So the red, white and blue with the red mirrors. And that's Ba Xinlong. Then Yuan Bo in the purple and black car. That's a great livery as well, isn't it? Then the red, white and black. That's Yuan Bo. And the first 2 are 1st and 2nd as they head down that long straight through the kink of turns 12 and 13. That is the Pro-Am leader. Almost an accident down at the start of the lap. Really good evasive driving by Yuan Bo. Just misjudged his braking point into the first corner, and somehow, I'm not entirely certain how, well actually I am, he slightly went off the track but missed the left rear corner of Liu Wei's R&B Racing Porsche. But he will not take too long, I think, to catch back up with that purple and black car. Nearly 3 seconds now at the front of the field. Liu He for Yunqi Racing in the 777. Haven't seen him for a while. That's the yellow and black car, but he is out there and he is leading. Daniel Liu Wenlong has got about a second on Ling Kong for BD Group in 3rd, who's got about half a second on Toyue. The Porsche holding in the 86, that's your top 4. Out leader. Well, he's setting the standard this year, isn't he? Let's be quite clear on that. A third of the way through the race, and at the moment, nobody has any answer to the pace of Liu Ye. Very close to the wall, coming out of turn 10 for Daniel Liu Wenlong, who is being caught and beginning to take some pressure from Ling Kong in the mostly white car, and then the 86 of Toyue. Ling Kong in that number 22. Started on the front row, had a horrible start. I thought he'd lost more positions than he clearly had. He may well have it in turn 1, but he's fought his way through and done a great job. That's the car with the pink highlights on it, and then the multicoloured car in behind that is Toyue. The black, red and gold mostly that car. Gold really shining actually today here at Tianjin, the V1 Tianjin Circuit, V1 Auto World, you might hear it called, or sometimes Wuxing Circuit. really a suburb of Beijing. Quite an easy travel actually on the train out of Beijing Central. Takes about 15-20 minutes, about an hour to drive, depending on which way you come. But this very much has captured the imagination of the city, used for fast lap days. Here's a pass for position, not in class though. That's Ewan Bohr going down the inside. Ewan Bohr down the inside of Lu Wei for RMP Racing. Lu realising, I think, that that's not his fight. Lu absolutely thinking about the championship in Pro Am, regularly finishing and qualifying actually, and finishing in the top 10 of the overall. Oh, now, what's happened here? Choi Lu-wei has dropped back. No, that's Henry Kwong, excuse me. Similar coloured cars with that bright yellow flash on the side. So that's our AM leader, the number 91. He sits in 14th position. Tang Robin, who leads the championship in the white and red car, is a wee bit behind him as he goes into the hairpin of turn number 11.
So there's been a problem for the 233, wasn't fit, and it's now dropped down. Crossed the line, 14th position. Another lap completed by definitely the moving tips completed at the same point. Finished by number 4. In between 19 and 20 is what that one absolutely there. Big lobble
ahead for Bajin Long. Seems to have stayed on the track. So Zhou Zhendong then has dropped all the way down to 14th position, and that puts him right in between Henry Kwong and Tang Robin for Climax Racing. They're battling for the AM category now. Hopefully Zheng can recover. Fastest man and the big mover at the moment, undoubtedly for me, the 718, who had that run on at turn 1 at the start. It's Ewan Bohr for Zhang Tong Auto. Behind him, the battle for the Pro-Am category is hotted up again. Now that he's cleared those two, the number 6, the mostly white car, that's Bao Jinlong for Team Shanghai Hyundai. And he's back under pressure again from that dark purple and black car. It's Lu Wei, and Lu Wei down the inside. That was decisive, wasn't it? Well, that's the lead of Pro-Am and the championship battle as well, and they almost come together as they turn back onto the permanent circuit through turn 50. Right-hander at 60. Here they come, right onto the curb. Lu Wei with a 5-point lead over Zhou Biwang coming into this week, and Bajin Long another 4 points further back. Where's Bao then? How far down is he? In second place at the moment in that Pro-Am category after the pass by Lu Wei. Bajin Long in second, and Zhou Biwang well down. He's dropped to the back of the field in the Beijing Central and Golden Port car. That's the number 2 car, so this could be a new second position in the AM category. Could be a new second position in the race as well, going through turn 10. Daniel Lu went long under real pressure now from BD Group's Ling Hong in the 22. Front row start for Ling. He'll not be happy to be staring at the back of that number 20 car ahead, the Meidong Racing car. get the feeling that Soire in 4th position, 3rd of that battling trio, just maybe has not quite got the pace of the 2 ahead. Down to turn 11, hard on the brakes. Well, I think that 22 car looks better on the brakes into the big stops. There's a few of them here. Turn 3, 11, 14, certainly 19 and 20, as we've seen Ewan Bourne make a couple of cracking races. Right now, Kiddie World Racing 23 car, that's Eric Kwong. Now who's that right behind him? That's the number 7. That is the 2nd place in class in the Porsche Works colours. Tang Robin, newcomer to the series, but with a win at Zhuzhou last time out, and Podium finish in the 2nd race, leads the championship by 1 point, that lighter coloured car. So Eric with a clear track ahead, but plenty going on in his mirrors. Up through the gearbox. Been a really good start to his Porsche Carrera Cup Asia campaign for Tang Robin. Through to the final right-hander, turn 20, onto the short start-finish straight. Turns 1 and 2 come up pretty quickly, the 2 left-handers. A little bit of a wider entry for Tang Robin, but he's got a good run, and that was really clever. He's got a good run on the long run down to turn 3. Oh, he's just outbraked himself there. Wonder if he's starting to lose a little bit of either concentration or performance. Well through the race now, more than halfway through the race. We'll keep an eye on that battle for second as we drop back to Lu Wei, who in 4th position now leads Pro-Am, so that's been a pass for position as well. Lu Wei ahead now of Ba Jinlong. That's 1st and 3rd in the championship for Pro-Am. Down to turn 11 on the public road. "14 dealer groups entered into the championship this year. 5 full season AM drivers, 8 Pro-Am, 9 Pro for the 22. GT Silver number 69 is Jackie Wu, and he's made his way through to 18th position, and 4th in AM. He's got Francis Chia, the Trans-China Automotive Racing Group, right with him, and in fact has gone through. Far side of the circuit at the moment. Jackie thoroughly enjoying another season in Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. Seldom seen him without a smile on his face. Loves his racing. So that was a pass for position, but not in class for Francis Chia. Up to 18th, and the next target there will be the number 12 of Wang Zhongwei. There for the Climax Racing team. That's the number 12 car a bit further up the track. Right, I said we keep an eye on this battle for second position. Let's check back in with that now. Daniel Lu Wenlong has pretty much for all of this race been driving with at least one eye on at least one of his mirrors. Choi Hui not quite able to get on terms with Daniel Lu Wenlong and Lin Kong. Just can't quite put the pressure on. 55, Gao Jue, Tim Jebsen. Gao Jue sitting in a rather lonely 11th position at the moment. 8th in his category, which is the Pro class for Team Jebsen, last year's champions team, with Daniel Lu Wenlong. And keeping their distinctive blue and white livery. Rather classic that, isn't it? The half colours on there, and the shield on the front of the car. Behind him is the 21 Hong Shuzhe for Team CST. Coming through now to cross the line. The number 99 is one of the Toro cars. That's Lokelo for Toro. Championship contender, marked themselves out as that last time out. 5th position for that number 99 car at the moment in class and overall, and sitting in joint 2nd in the overall championship, and again with a chrome and satin finish on that Toro racing car. Oh, very close to the wall coming out of turn number 11. I think starting to get a bit spooked by the fact that Yuan Bo for Zhengtong Auto is closing in. He'll be able to see the lights of that red, white and black number 718 car. 2 Toro racing cars. Min Hung, of course, the 66, the second car in the race, teammate to this 5th place machine of Rukelo. And sitting just a couple of places further back, Yanmei as well. It's the 3rd of the the Toro racing cars. Toro, Lukelo and up in 6th position, 5th position at the moment. Min Hang, the 66 that I was trying to tell you about, is in 9th at the moment. Now, Daniel Liu Wenlong once again having to drive slightly defensively. And as soon as Daniel and Ling Hong start the battle, oh, big lock up from Daniel. Right front, Michelin through turn number 4, into through turn 5 rather, now into 6, 7, 8 and 9, which come very quickly, and 10. And again, Daniel very close to the wall. As soon as that blue and black and the white car starts to battle, then Choi Yue is right there. And that is exactly what we have now. Our leader is the 777 yellow and black car. Liu Ye having a beautiful Saturday afternoon drive in perfect conditions. And the gap now over 5 seconds. There are 2 steps on the podium and 3 drivers who want one of those steps. So at the moment, someone is going to lose out. So Yue at the moment is the unlucky driver in 4th position. But anything could happen in the next couple of laps. Coming up to 25 minutes completed. I think we will get full value from this. We've been green flag all the way through. Daniel Liu Wenlong then. What performance has he got left in his Michelin slick racing tyres? What performance has he got in himself? How's the concentration levels? He's been under pressure pretty much from the lights going out. Got a great start, shot through into 2nd position. But since then, he's been under pressure for pretty much all of the race. It's been the BD Group driver, Li Kong. Soyue right there as well. Let's hope this is settled by a piece of good driving and not a mistake. And Ling Kong just locks up again. That's through turn 5. Into turn 6. Oh, big slide from Daniel Liu Wenlong. And it's exactly where you don't want it on the circuit. Spun up the rear Michelins, a flash of the light. I think Daniel Liu Wenlong might have just clipped the wall there with the right rear. If not, he was in the dirt defending to the right-hand side, into the right-hand hairpin at turn 11. And here comes Toy Yue. That was the driver that was flashing the lights. I'm pretty certain that Ling Kong and Daniel Liu Wenlong absolutely know that that 86 Porsche holding car is there. Down towards the hairpin at 40. Toy Yue takes a much wider entry he's going to try and get the crossover. Coming back onto the permanent racing circuit off the city streets here. It's the left-hander at turn 15. Then the short shoot up to 16. Big amount of curb taken by Lincoln. That meant the tyres weren't on the ground, and that meant that he wasn't going forwards. And that meant that Toyoe was right there. Seems to be struggling. Everybody seems to be struggling. We started the race at over 50 Celsius track temperature, and that's been torturing these Michelins. There's a little bit of damage to the right front, excuse me, of the BT racing car and the number 22 of Lincoln. Leader now 8 seconds up the road, Liu Ye. Chunchi Racing. Not seeing much of him, but he's driving impeccably. I'll tell you that, his lap times are brilliant. He's 2 seconds a lap quicker than this battle for second position last time around, and by far the fastest man on the track at the moment. Ewan Bohr actually the only one who's anywhere near him as they went through past the commentary box last time around. Last lap then, the last opportunity for change, second, third and fourth. Daniel Lu Wenlong, Lincoln, Choyue, right there. I do like these different lines that Toyoe is trying. This has been absolutely outstanding driving by all three of these competitors, and you've got to give a lot of credit to Daniel Lu Wenlong, who's been under pressure all the way through this. Meantime, our leader is about to see the checkered flag. Okay, Lu has had a quiet race in 5th, as has the leader. What a start to the 2022 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia season. 3 races, 3 poles, 3 victories. Championship leader for Chunchi Racing, Liu Ye, gets another tick in the W column. Daniel Lu Wenlong holds on to a hard-fought second place ahead of Lincoln, who started on the front row, and he'll be disappointed. That was all from a bad start from Lincoln. Toyoe, well, had a grandstand seat of that battle for the final 2 podium positions, come home in 4th ahead of number 99, Toro Racing car of Loke Lo. And in 6th position, recovering in 6th position, Ewan Bohr, after that first corner off, when he was off on the right-hand side of the circuit. So that was a good drive back, and I think probably the most overtakes made. 23 coming through to take the AM category is Eric Kwong ahead of Tang Robin. That means the championship lead there will swap between those two. Tang Robin came in here with just a point advantage. Eric Kwong now has gone into the lead of the AM category, and the pro lead extended for Liu Ye as Daniel Lu Wenlong puts himself in second on his own in that championship by finishing second here. Pro-Am, by the way, that's another win for Liu Wei, so he's doing the same sort of job in Pro-Am as Liu Ye is doing in the pro category, and wins Pro-Am ahead of Bao Jinlong. And with that, I think Bao Jinlong will go into second in that championship, because Xiaobi Wang did not finish the race. So that was Xiaobi Wang, I think, that we saw right at the start of the race, having an incident early on with damage to that car, and they have got until tomorrow to get it fixed. But that's a big move for Bao Jinlong from 3rd into 2nd in the Pro-Am Championship. Junji Racing will extend their lead in the dealer championship, and it'll be Meidong Racing who go into 2nd ahead of BD Group in 3rd and Toro in 4th. All unofficial, by the way. Two reasons. One, we haven't had Pro Sphere scrutineering, and the second, arithmetic and mathematics was a double period on a Friday afternoon when I was at school. And number one, that's a very long time ago. Number two, it was the Friday afternoon, so doing mental arithmetic, even at this time of the afternoon, is not my strong point. Leo Ye's been working on his celebrations. Came to the podium at Zhuzhou like a boxer being introduced for a world title fight, and there he's done the slow motion to his team. The rest of the podium finishers for each of the three classes just pulling into Parc Fermé underneath the grandstand area here on the front straight. Great facility here at V1 Tianjin. What a drive by race winner Leo Ye, confirmed dead by over 9 seconds. What a distance that was. Two BD Group racing cars in second position. Actually, Liu Wei Long in Meidong Racing. My apologies. Ling Kong in third, Toi Lu in fourth. Liu Wei for RMB Racing wins his third of the season, and Eric Kwong ahead. Henry Kwong ahead of Eric Kwong there. So was there a coming together between Eric and Tang Robin in that arm class at the end? Let me just check that. Yes, that's just come up on my screen as well. So Henry Kwong takes a victory there. That puts him back into the championship contention, but Eric Kwong still does go ahead of Tang Robin in the championship standings. Time for Jade to have her now customary chat with Leo Ye.
Congratulations, Leo. It's your third win for this season. You look very, very relaxed. Is everything like worked as planned?
Yeah, obviously. This track is not as physical as Zhuzhou because we have longer straights, and it's mainly break and stop and go. So the weather is really, really pleasing. So it's very comfortable to race here this weekend. Everything goes with the plan. Apart from we have one track limit in the qualify, so tomorrow we will stop P2. But today it get away as I expected. So we bring back good points, and we will fight for tomorrow.
Okay, congratulations again for this good race. Thank you very much.
Interesting, isn't it, what he said there about getting the opportunity to have a bit of a breather down the long straights, down from 10 to 11, 11 through to 14. It's quite a technical circuit as well, playing down the fact that whatever the characteristics of the circuit, he's absolutely blown the opposition away. He will start on the other side of the track for tomorrow. Had his second best lap disallowed in the single qualifying session. One qualifying session, your best lap sets your grid position for P1, second for Big 2, for race 2, should I say. Right, let's get back down to Jade and some more happy drivers.
Congratulations, Liu Wei. I think it's a really, really tight race today. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, it was a really fun battle today. A lot of pressures. I didn't do a good job in the first couple laps. I didn't really trust in the brakes. I thought the car wouldn't stop, and everybody was passing me in the braking zone. And after a few laps, I got my feel back. Then it was like a battle with Bao. It's gonna last a whole year. It was really fun. It was clean between us, no scratching even. So it was a good day, but difficult.
So what's your goal for tomorrow?
Survive, I don't know. Ball's starting next to me tomorrow, so it'll be fun.
Congratulations again. Thank you very much.
7th overall and a win in the Pro-Am category for Liu Wei, who has 3 on the season as well for RMB Racing. Bao Long, he was having the battle with for Team Yonda in the number 8 car. In the number 6 car in 8th position. Expect to see more of the same tomorrow. Just going back to Leo Ye, starts on P2, but that actually should be the cleaner part of the circuit. Now, in fairness, today, Ling Kong didn't get the start from that grid spot. Pole position is on the right here, which is not the preferred line across the start-finish line. Right, let's go down to our AM leader, Harry Kwong, Triple Ace Racing, back in the championship contention.
Congratulations, Henry. You lost some points when we were in Zhuzhou, but today you make a really good race. Tell us about it.
Well, because last time I didn't have a good luck on the first race, and now in Tianjin, like, we're having a very good traction and everything, and we improve one by step. So it ended up at the P1. I was very happy about it. Thank you.
So what's your goal for this weekend?
Well, hopefully I could keep the same pace and win tomorrow race too.
Okay, congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Well, that is great for the championship, and apologies to Henry for not spotting that he was at the sharp end of that field. We were watching the Eric Kwong and Tang Robin battle in the early part of that race. Let's remind ourselves of what went on in race 1 here at Tianjin. So that was the start of the race, and Ewan Bourke going very, very wide indeed. Eric Kwong right in the thick of it in the AM category. Number 99, Loki Low, fighting his way through and going past our eventual RB Racing winner in the AM class, Liu Wei, who was a little conservative on the brakes early on. Ewan Bourke, after that early mistake, had to try and fight back, taking some unconventional lines as he tried to pass Min Hung for Toro Racing. Did eventually get the pass made and move forward through the field. Finished up in 6th position, but that could have been much better. 91, Henry Kwong leading the AM category ahead of a great battle for 2nd place with Eric and Tang Robin. It was an up and down race for Ewan Bourke, wasn't it? But he nailed the overtake between 19 and 20. Did that at least a couple of times. And after that fairly circumspect start, it was a decisive move into turn 11 that took the Pro-Am lead for now our 3-time winner, Liu Wei. That battle between Tang Robin and Eric Kwong kept us interested, as did the battle between the number 22 of Ling Kong and Daniel Lu Wenlong. Daniel under a huge amount of pressure, but managed to hold on for 2nd place. Ling Kong coming home for BD Group in 3rd. And with those results behind Liu Ye, Liu increases his championship lead. Daniel Lu Wenlong will go up into 2nd position. Ling Kong in 3rd. Lu Qilue in 4th position in the Pro-Am Championship. Slow motion in Parc Fermé, fast forward on the track for Liu Ye and Shunxi Racing. Over 100 years young, Babenda, a traditional fixture on the podium, and that's where we'll go next for the formalities with Jade. 3 separate podium presentations to be made with our VIPs. Well, I think we can say that V1 Tianjin has opened its account for Porsche Carrera Cup Asia very nicely indeed. A circuit that has a variety of corners snaking its way around the area, and with that, I think, unique ability to be extended onto the public roads, and we have been using that today. The bottom of the picture, the drone shot there, that's the rundown from turn 11 through to turn 14. Huge exhibition centre here as well. Much beloved of car clubs and track days around here, being in such close proximity to the centre of Beijing, and places here that are available for you to store your cars and work on your cars as well, some workshop units. at the facility. So live in central Beijing, pack your race bag, jump on the train, be here in 20 minutes or half an hour. Don't bother driving over, and then get your track car out and have yourself some fun. Doesn't sound too bad to me, that, to be honest. So that's race 3 done. Race 4 coming up tomorrow at the same time. So make sure you join us on the same platforms via Porsche Carrera Cup Asia and their Facebook page. Let's head to Jade on the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podium presentation for round 3 of Porsche Carrera Cup Asia 2022 in Tianjin. 女士们、先生们，欢迎来到2022亚洲保时捷卡雷拉杯天津站第3回合正赛的颁奖典礼。Let's invite the winners of round 3 of Porsche Carrera Cup Asia 2022 in Tianjin for the overall class. 接下来我们要开始颁发专业组的奖项。首先，让我们邀请获奖的车手们上台。获得第3名的是林康，获得第2名的是陆文龙。让我们欢迎我们的冠军车手叶红丽。本回合的经销商奖杯得主是俊杰车队，请上台。接下来我们要邀请到的是保时捷中国市场部副总裁乔家琪先生，为我们颁发冠军奖杯以及经销商奖杯。And now we're glad to invite Alexander Givolt, Managing Director of Porsche Motorsport Asia Pacific, to present the second place trophy. 接下来我们邀请到的是米其林亚太赛事总监马奔先生，为我们呈上第3名的奖杯，恭喜！好，请我们所有台上的嘉宾一起合影拍照。好的，我们要请我们台上的嘉宾先回座休息。我们请3位车手先。香槟时刻，
So the champagne being sprayed by our
恭喜我们
top
专
3.
业组的3位获胜车手。
So our pro podium, overall podium then. Leo Ye must be getting used to that, as with the representative from Shunxi Racing. Move on to Pro Am next, and one could say the same about
接下来呢，
Lu
我们
Wei.
要颁发的是2022亚洲保时捷卡雷拉杯第3回合正赛天津组绅士组别。首先要让我们邀请的是获奖车手们，获得第3名的是闵行。第2名的车手是包金龙。我们的冠军车手是吕威。我们现在邀请到的是保时捷中国市场部副总裁乔家琪先生，为我们颁发冠军奖杯。 And now we are glad to invite Alexander Gibbot, Managing Director of Porsche Motorsport Asia Pacific, to present the second place trophy. 接下来我们要请到的是米其林亚太赛事总监马奔先生，为我们颁发第3名的奖杯。请各位先合影留念。好，再紧一点。Okay, ladies and gentlemen, champagne time!
And for the second time, the champagne is sprayed. It's another victory for Liu Wei. Extends his lead in the Pro Am category, but with that second place, Bashid Long will move into second, ahead of Shobi Wong in third. Actually, I have to do some proper arithmetic on that, because it may be that Zhou actually doesn't even hold on to third position. And last but no means least, back to Jade for the AM podium here at Tianjin.
好的，最后要让我们颁发的是2022亚洲保时捷卡雷拉杯第3回合正赛天津组 M 组别。好的，首先让我们欢迎获得第3名的车手唐若冰，请上台，恭喜！ 接下来，让我们邀请的是获得第2名的 Eric Kwong。接下来，让我们欢迎我们的冠军车手 Henry Kwong。下面我们要请到的是保时捷中国市场部副总裁曹佳琪先生，为我们颁发冠军奖杯。 And now we are glad to invite Alexander Gibbot, Managing Director of Porsche Motorsport Asia Pacific, to present the second place trophy. 接下来，让我们请到的是米其林亚太赛事总监马奔先生，为我们颁发第3名的奖杯。OK， 好，我们现在来拍大合照，请我们的车手们拿起你的奖杯，我们往中间靠拢一点。好的 ，Now, ladies and gentlemen, champagne time!
So, with that result, Henry Kwong is back in championship contention behind Tang Robin in second, and Eric Kwong takes the lead in the AM class. Thanks to Jade Lin and our production staff here at the circuit and further afield. I'm John Hindorf. We'll do it all again tomorrow, same time, same place, and probably just as much excitement as well. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your motorsport weekend. Bye-bye.